Welcome back, my passive income investors. As we dab on this current stock market all-time high situation where my portfolio sits at 120,000 whopping dollars, which is crazy to say, and it's the combination of 4 accounts that I have. I have 3 accounts sitting in my Scotia iTrade that's worth 118,551 as of this very moment, and my RBC account sitting up $1,568, putting me just over 120K, dripping me an annual dividend yield of over $5,000. Baby, that's crazy. We all know that it's an earnings season right now, guys, and stocks have just been mashing it. Apple came out with great earnings. Microsoft's doing great. We have some more bank earnings coming out in the next couple of weeks here in Canada, nonetheless. And let's just dive right into my portfolios on this quick update today. I just had to throw this video out because I can't get over, stroking your own ego a little bit, as they call it, mental masturbation. I don't want you to pay as much attention to the actual stock price values like I'm a great stock picker or something, because we could still see a recession. We could still see a bubble that everyone is talking about on YouTube. But if you are like me and you're part of the dividend passive income community trying to get to financial independence, well, you're probably more focused on the dividend yields. And I try and find a continual balance as I structure my own portfolio. So let's just jump into the very first portfolio, guys, which is my Royal Bank account. And the only position I hold in here is one that I bought on your behalf. You guys voted for 3M, and oh my goodness, I'm so thankful because we're actually doing pretty well in this position. It's currently up $31. Mind you, I only have 664 US in it, and I got about $489 in Canadian in cash and 125 US just sitting on the sidelines. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet. I might keep building up some cash positions into the end of the year just to give myself some more leeway and looking for better deals in the market. And we're going to talk about some of my more recent purchases, starting with my tax-free savings account worth $91,834, currently worth all-time highs just on the equity. This does not include the dividend income, which we'll look at in a second. But currently my Canadian positions I'm not the biggest fan of, which is Bank of Nova Scotia, Canadian Imperial Bank. I am a big fan of holding these companies forever, but I just don't like the scale that I have in them. As I've realized, I want more of a balanced portfolio, making me a nice 5 to 6% dividend yield with a little bit of growth coming from those companies like Apple and Microsoft, just to keep the equity side of the portfolio slowly growing with the income that I make. So I am going to be leveraging down these banks. I've started doing it already, as I mentioned, buying RioCan, which is a Canadian REIT. It is not the fastest growing REIT by any means. It is a very slow-paced company, but it pays a 5.4% dividend yield, and I want to buy it because I have no exposure to real estate, really, and I wanted to start building out a REIT position that is Canadian qualified, because if it's a qualified REIT, that means because it's in my tax-free savings account, the dividends I get off of it every month are 100% tax-free. I can do it completely as I please. So I want to really start building that out to also help bring in my monthly income and stabilize that out a little bit as well. So in my U.S. positions, guys, Altria Group, oh my God, did really good on earnings. Not doing bad at all with that one. Waiting for a nice little pop up here. Same with British American Tobacco. Those are my more recent purchases for this year. As you guys know, Apple's been hitting into all-time highs just with their last earnings report, as their service industry overtakes their phone sale losses, because as we know, phone sales are going down as phones get more expensive. People aren't trading them in as often, but they're using the Apple services, which come down to like your app store, the credit card they would have came out with, all that kind of stuff jumbled together, is growing at a faster pace than their iPhone sales are losing them. So meaning Apple can still sustain as a growth company, along with Microsoft, which overtook it this year, which was absolutely amazing. And I'm glad I bought Microsoft at around $103 a share, currently up 40% on this year, just with that position alone. High five to myself. My worst performing position still GEO. I bought some more of that in the last month as well. I'm building the position up in this to get it to scale. My scale full size position, this will probably be around 6,000, so I'm going to add at least another 800 US to this. Super high dividend payer. Don't recommend getting into this unless you can handle the volatility and the risk. Currently paying a 12.6% dividend yield. Southern companies, some of the utilities still doing pretty great. So this account overall, guys, is my favorite account. It has been my best performing account. And even if we just go into the actual income details, we can see that currently this account has made me year to date roughly $2,303, and that would be how does that work? Because there's like reinvested in cash. So we've had $2,303 on the Canadian side, with 177 of that reinvested with a drip, and then on the US side, $205 in cash, and then 207 reinvested, which just means I set my my dividend stocks up, so when I get dividends, it just repurchases shares for me instead, because that way I don't pay commissions and I get more shares. Not doing drips anymore. As you can tell, I've turned most of my drips off because I really just want to start collecting this income and then like monkey farming bananas, driving it into other companies to help continue to diversify my overall stock portfolio. So this is my tax-free savings account. Here's all my income, guys, for the month of December. Well, November it really doesn't show me. I'd have to look in these positions. So we have payments coming in from Northland Power. RealCam will start paying me that monthly yield. Not getting a lot out of it yet. Position's still really tiny. On the U.S. side, though, we have some good payments coming in from Apple, British American Tobacco, GEO Group. So we have some really nice dividend payments coming in for the month of November. And then we can see the rest of my payments scaling out through the rest of the year, with December not making a whole lot, which is why I am trying to further diversify the income so it's more leveled. Now, moving into my managed account, where we got to move a lot of stuff around, guys, where I have more shares in MO and BTI. Currently getting into the green with BTI in this account. I'm going to start... In the next week, I will be selling J&J and Starbucks. I will be rebuying them back in my registered retirement savings plan, which we see over here, which is currently up. I am going to be buying more VFV, which is a Vanguard index fund as well. But these accounts aren't like the most interesting parts of the portfolio because I'm currently managing these. I'm trying to get them concrete and in a position where I'll never have to touch them again. And I'm just building up the courage to take the big leap. Now that we've gone through earnings season, we're definitely going to be leveraging down Starbucks and J&J, not selling them off, obviously. Well, I'm going to just move them. So I'm going to have to sell them, give it a few days for those full orders to go through. The money goes in my account, move it to my RSP, and then buy them back. Tesla is going to be the only company I'm going to leave outside of my registered retirement savings plan because I want access to any of the capital growth that may come from this in the next 5 years. But anyways, in this account, guys, you want to check the income details out. Absolutely incredible in here as well, as we are currently making $1,228, getting some more payments from BTI in here as well. Some really nice payments. BTI and MO are currently my biggest positions for this year, and I'm continuing to hold on to them with good faith that we should see some healthy returns in the non-too-distant future. So other than that, it's just a quick update, guys, on my entire stock portfolio today. There isn't that much news out in the stock market in and of itself. I can't recommend to go look at anything. Everyone's just kind of sitting here shocked, as we see even in stock twits we scroll through. A lot of these companies are currently pushing all-time highs. We saw Bitcoin jump back up. So there's a lot of incredible things going on here, guys. I'd love to know what you think. This community is the most amazing community on YouTube. You guys have literally changed my life. So let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to personally make. Because I just love making these videos for you guys. So stay cool, stay awesome, guys. I look forward to chatting to you real soon.